Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. Welcome to my free-to-play series where I level a character from level 1 all the way to 80 and onto endgame. So in this episode I'd like to show you what to do as soon as you hit level 80. So you have obtained the gear at level 70 from when you went to do Undermountain or even Barovia, and you've managed to go ahead and gain enough XP through either doing random queues or just questing, and you got that final max level 80. Where to next? How do I go ahead to gear up my character? Well, does your character look somewhat like mine, right? With all this kind of blue and green gear, with just those standard rank 8s and 6s enchantments? And does your companion tab look like this with only, let's say, rank 7 to 8 bondings and some mediocre companion gear that you got from either doing master expeditions or even from the auction house? You may have acquired an augment companion, which I do highly recommend, and it's much needed. You might need to do so before you venture on the quest that I am about to bring you on. My current stats are looking like this. They aren't too bad, as you generally want to have, yes, this armor pen to be above 50,000. However, for the zone we're about to go in, you're gonna want to have 90,000. So we are definitely a bit short on the damage dealing side, but we shall see. I shall manage to bring you guys through this, and we shall get this item level all the way to 20,000. So first things first, you want to go to Mr. Knox and you want to pick up the quest. You can see I have a whole load here which I have not done, and you need to claim the quest, A House in Need. This will unlock you the Avernus zone. Now what I'm intending to do is bring you guys to the newest zone available that was unlocked to us in mod 19. In order to actually get there, you'll have to unlock the mod 18 zone, Avernus. So this is what we're gonna go ahead and do. So yes, you're gonna have to have obtained that House in Need quest from Mr. Knox, and we'll go ahead and we'll teleport over to that stronghold, the Avernus estate. So here we are within the Avernus estate. We just get this cutscene and we simply venture all the way through the stronghold and enter into the actual fort itself, and we go ahead to speak to Lord Baryon within the hall here. You can simply just speak with him, and then he directs us over to this lady just here, and she brings us over to Helm's Hold. Now this is where you may have some trouble. These mobs are level 80, but look how much damage I'll deal to them. Not a whole lot. And the reason being is these guys have 35,000 enemy rating. Thus, we'll actually need 85,000 armor pen to defeat their 85,000 defense. But you can see there, I'll show you, we'll go to the next bunch of mobs. You can get past them and you can kill them, mainly just due to the help of the actual NPCs that come with you. You can see they hit me for a ton, and I barely scratched them. So what you want to do is you want to lure them back up here to these guards, and these guards have a whole load of damage. Let's just lure them up, and the guards come along, and the guards just absolutely kick their asses. Let's not die here. Give me stamina, get out of there, and hopefully the guards can do their job there. We'll just use some control powers to keep them away from us. Drink that potion, not that it's going to do much here. So they've killed me there, but we can simply just reset over here, and the guards are still there beating them up. And that, yeah, finishes off those mobs. You might die 1 or 2 times, but you should be able to get by just by luring them over to the guards. So now we head over to this gateway. Now this part here, you'll want to be fast. Make sure you have that gallop mode enabled on your mount, and literally just dodge and weave past them and get all the way up to this gate and enter in as quickly as possible. And here we're going to have our new helper, this guy, Mr. Alric, and he'll join us a little further on this fight, and he should help us out because we have some more mobs to kill. These devils should spawn out of nowhere either side here, and we have this big guy. Make sure you kill these little dudes first. It might take you some time, but you can let Ep9 and Alric do the job. You can see they pretty much annihilate them really easily, even if you can't scratch them hardly at all. It's the same with this boss. Just make sure you don't get smashed by his hits. Ouch. And just keep out of his way and let the NPCs do what they can. See, we scratch him a little bit there, and it might take some time, but having only one boss makes a fight a whole lot easier, as you can pretty much just avoid all of his attacks. Ouch. And make sure you move out of those reds as quickly as you can. He's going to spawn in some devils here. Use some AoE control powers. We are a control wizard, or we are a wizard. Ouch. We are a wizard, so we do have quite a amount of stuns, so we can yeah, take advantage of those to make sure we don't take too much damage. And yeah, there we go. These two NPCs finished them off. Good on you guys. And now we go to this infernal device, the puzzle box. We examine it, and then we get teleported over to Avernus. And here we are. Now you just have to venture past all of these ghouls and whatnot. They are just denizens at the currently, but as soon as you come close, they're going to turn hostile, and they'll attack you guys. So again, I'm pretty sure these guys have the same enemy rating, so just make sure, just let Alric and Ep9 do most of the work. Do what you can, do your part. I really can't do a whole lot here, but we can do a few ticks of damage here and there. But yeah, I'll admit Alric and Ep9 are doing the most of the work here. Keep navigating along, getting past these denizens, and now we'll come to Makos sucking the life out of some NPC. And he goes and he'll create a portal for us to get over into the first level of hell. Avernus creates it up, and we go ahead and travels to Avernus. Avernus is the stronghold within Avernus. So now we just have these NPCs here. We speak back to Baryon, finish that quest, and now we have to complete the first campaign task. However, I don't believe you have to. You can go straight to Mr. Alric Avernus, and you can claim the Friend in Need quest. This quest will unlock you the newest zone that was available to us in Mod 19 when it first started, called Avernus. It's just overall the hell itself, where we'll be able to go to the wastes and whatnot. Here you have to head up these steps in the stronghold, and we need to go meet a visitor. We enter a private room. Here we meet Lulu the Hollyphant. We speak with her. She basically gives you a quest, and then we speak to Makos, and we get then a portal to the wastes on the ground of Avernus. And here we are, the newest zone available to us in Neverwinter, where we can obtain the best gear. Now is where things get a little bit more tricky. First we speak to Makos, hand in that quest, and then we get the tune-up quest. Now this quest will send you just down the hill here, speaking with this little Kenku engineer, and he'll give us a pretty tricky quest actually. The quest to collect Infernal Salvage. Now the way to do this is either you kill mobs, and I'll show you here. They are not an easy thing to kill. However, it seems we have an ally here, so perhaps we can do it together. But you can see my powers don't do a whole lot to him. I could be here for minutes, and you can see this guy, he just got shredded. And I'm about to get shredded myself. Yeah, this ain't going too well. You can see how much HP these mobs have. Some of them are a bit more squishy than others, albeit. But, yeah, this ain't not going to be easy at all, and there we die. Now, so I don't recommend trying to get the salvage from killing the guys. I highly recommend just sneaking around and obtaining it from these wreckage piles. You can obtain some salvage from here. We got 3 of them from that machine, and we just have to look around a bit more. You want to make sure you don't catch the aggro of those mobs, otherwise you just kind of want to reset. You can get some more salvage from this little pile here. We got another 3. We could get some more from that pile. Let's go ahead and chance it. And they went and they hit me, so that cancels that. and we gotta get out of there. And that's it really. I'll get back to you guys when I've obtained more of the salvage. Here we get our next Infernal scrap. Just managed to not lure those by jumping on top of here, but moving around too much they finally got attracted by me. Okay, they're going back. There is a second pile adjacent to them. Hopefully we can try and sneak it. It's just glowing pile here. I'm just gonna hop up on here, sneak around, and we can get it from up here without them. There we go, we got another 3. So it'll have 13 out of 20, just need 7 more. And here we go, this Infernal car, we can salvage the scrap from it again. You'll just have to wait a few minutes before you'll be able to get them from the same places again. So if all else fails, you can always wait for these 2 spots to refresh before claiming them again. You're gonna have to wait for that monster to leave and we can obtain this pile again. And then we should only need 1 more pile because we're at 19 out of 20. And here we go, we can get this pile again. And we've completed that quest. And this should finally go ahead and unlock us the actual wastes. So there we go, we can head back to the Kenku, we hand in the quest, and we've claimed that. We return back to Makos, where he'll just give us the next quest to go on the road, and we're gonna head into the actual wastelands themselves. And that's pretty much all you really have to do that will interact with these mobs. And we can just go ahead to this gate to go and past the mobs, entering the wastes, and we get popped into our car where we can go ahead and complete this quest, driving through these hoops, using that boost, changing the radio, driving over these mains. Oh god, the music from this car is very weird. And yeah, you can just go ahead and you can complete this initial quest. And now we go to the Wandering Emporium. We head up this way, and here we go. The Wandering Emporium, where we have all our friendly NPCs and vendors and whatnot. Head to this guy, speak to him, finish that quest, and then we can go ahead and we can speak to Makos, completing that, completing our first campaign task here. And then what you want to do is you want to head over to this guy over here, the Mad Cartographer. You speak with him and you obtain the quest Mapping the Madness. Here he will give you your very first treasure map. Now this is the key method which I will show you how you can obtain your high item level gear and weapon set. If we go ahead and use this treasure map, you can see it's this location here, so we'll have to travel here to open that chest. Back into the waste, over into the scab. Fortunately enough, you can access these treasure map locations without being adjacent to any mobs, so you can simply go ahead and dig up this treasure chest. We open it, and what do we obtain? We get just some junk here. The hammers are decent, but they're not going to be useful for us as of now. So how do we obtain a whole load more of these treasure maps so we can get our hands on much better loot? Well, now we need to head back to the wasteland. Now as you saw there, you saw on screen the devil party appeared. When this happens, you can look in your map here and you can see Blood War. The devils have currently taken control. So what you can do is you can head over to where that devil party spawned. So we found a random person who can actually has some damage. We can possibly kill this dude, and there we go, we got him. We got him killed. So with that we obtained one of these high item level 1050 rings. Now you can obtain legendary rings from these guys with 50 more item level. Along with that you'll also gain some free refinement from them. Now this ring is a whole lot more powerful than, let's say, this ring I had, so we can slot that in and we gain that increase in item level. So now let's show you guys how you can farm more of the treasure maps and what you can actually obtain from them. So here we are back in the wastes. What you want to do to farm those maps is you want to run over these little main guys. What you want to do is you want to kill this bunch, these 3 who will always walk around here. There are other locations, but I found this one to be the best for me. I believe there's one that is a better spot, but these guys will always spawn by this hut here. You just run them over, and when you run them over, they have a chance to drop you those treasure maps. They'll give you those treasure maps, and with those then you can go ahead and open those corresponding chests. So we're back with a bunch more of those maps, so let's go ahead and actually open them all. So you're gonna have to jump out of your war machine, and then you can actually look at them, see if any of them are nearby. Let's see, no, and no. So we have a bunch in the scab and one down at the docks. So let's head over to the scab, and we got this treasure location just here. And then we go ahead and we open it, and we get a green ring plus some other junk. We dig it up, and we get more junk here. Then we have our third spot just up here in the scab, and we open the chest and we get more junk and still no gear. However, we have a second map for this location, and ta-da! We get our first piece of decent gear, and we can plot that in our armor piece. Now, what can you hope to obtain from treasure maps? Well, we look in collections tab, and you can see here you can pretty much obtain all of this Forsaken gear here, and you can also obtain some shirt and pants which aren't listed here at all, along with also some rings. On top of that, you can also obtain one of the decent set of weapons, being the Legion Guard weapon set. Legion Guard weapon set is pretty decent. It's only 50 item level short of the actual Lionheart set. However, the bonus that the Lionheart set makes it far more superior than the Legion Guard set. But the Legion Guard set is definitely something which you want to obtain to start you off. So let's go ahead and open our final treasure map here over at the docks, and we open it up, and we can see we obtained our first piece of our Legion Guard set, our offhand, and you can see it's a whole lot more higher item level than our Vistani set or our Undermountain set. And with that slotting in there, it's not particularly great, that being the offhand, as we mainly want to obtain the main hand, which has that extra weapon damage. The offhand will just help complete that set bonus there, giving those extra stats. So what I'll have to do in this character is go ahead and farm out a whole load more maps and obtain the different gear there to slot this up, and we can gain a whole load more item level. However, I'm not going to go ahead and do this on this character today. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I managed to achieve for my character on my actual free-to-play fighter. We went ahead and pretty much did the exact same process, farming those mains, running them over with our car, and then opening those treasure maps. We went ahead and we got our headpiece, our chest piece, we got some spike defenders. We were farming of those Juma bags within Valenhas, and we got spike defenders, and with our feet slot we also got the Forsaken boots. Along with that, from the treasure maps we also obtained our shirt, the killer, and the star-studded pants of gold. Along with that, we also killed some more of the Garriks and Morgs, the devil party and the demon party, and we got these 2 rings. Along with that, I also went and purchased the Hallister set, the Mad Mage set, basically giving that bonus where it increases your movement speed and your damage whenever you basically stand still. It's a decent set, especially for DPS within trials at the moment. So I decided to purchase it just to give me that higher item level set so I could get to that 20,000 item level. And you can see there we do have our Legion Guard set, which I filled up with refinement points to give it that extra item level. I do want to go ahead and refine them further. However, I don't currently have any of the preservation wards to protect it. We could go ahead and gamble without the preservation wards, as these enchanting stones rank 3s are pretty abysmal, but I'll have to turn this off. Let's just attempt this, and with a 90% we easily obtain that, and we get that upgraded all the way to blue, and we can fill that with refinement points. There we go, and now it has even more item level and more weapon damage, basically increasing the potential and the power of my character. And with getting to item level 20,000, you can now queue up in the epic dungeon queue, and you can go ahead and obtain this bonus astral diamonds, and if you got that roll bonus you can get the extra 5,000. Along with that you can obtain this seals of the fallen once per day, and with those seals of the fallen I hope to obtain the, I don't know why you're running away, but you can obtain, so you can see here, the shirt and pants, which are a good bit higher item level. You can see we have enough seals, so we're just going to go ahead and purchase one of the shirts there. We'll obtain the armor pen and combat advantage, and we can go ahead and we can just simply slot that in here, giving us more item level and more HP and stats and overall, and we can swap out the enchantment from this shirt into there. So that's it for this video. It is episode 9 of my free to play series. I decided I wanted to give more of a actual playing experience, so I leveled up a different character to 80 and I ran through that process, but it's basically the exact same process which I ran through with this character. Nothing much different, just farm those maps, obtain the gear from the treasure maps. That aside, hopefully I presented this well. If I did, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.